Cheers. Give up. Nice view of the Hudson. I'll never get over how beautiful it is up here.
Life's easier in the air.
Yes, it is. Birds.
Whoa.
It's okay. Everyone, might be a good idea just to keep your seatbelts on.
You got one rolling back. You got both of them rolling back. Ignition start. I'm starting the APU.
Just double check your seatbelts, please.
Seatbelts, can I make sure your
Relax.
seatbelts
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened.
Seatbelts?
What do you think that was? I think it was a bird strike. Then we're going back to LaGuardia. Yeah.
Get out the QRH. Loss of thrust on both engines. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is Cactus 1549. We hit birds.
Maintain 15,000 Delta 331.
We've lost thrust on both engines. We are turning back towards LaGuardia.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading 220.
220.
Which engine did you lose?
Both engines.
Soup?
Yep.
I have an emergency.
What's the report?
Both engines.
What?
Both engines gone, no thrust.
All right. LaGuardia says go to runway 13.
Tower, stop your departure, got emergency returning. 1549, bird strike. He lost both engines, returning immediately.
Which engine?
He lost thrust in both engines, he said. Cactus 1549, if we can get it for you, do you want to try to land runway 13?
We are unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
I got an A320 diving for the river. Al, stack all the inbounds to LaGuardia.
So this is an example of a bounded problem or simple problem. You might beg to differ with that particular description, but if we go with the bounded definition, that's a tight time scale. I think that's safe to say they have a tight time scale. The solution and managing the problem is limited to a number of people. Generally speaking, it's those two pilots. They know what the problem is, bird strike. They know what they're going to do, land in the river. Clear priorities, there were no other priorities available to them. And they know what needs to be known, supported by the book. Now, again, we can recognise that this, by any stretch of the imagination, isn't a simple problem, but it does highlight the bounded and unbounded problems. And again, it also brings into question, potentially, the notion of time. So the more time we have, the more complex we can often think through a particular problem.